Hello everyone. Today our study topic is about Oracle stored procedures and functions. This topic is basically part of our sessional class and very useful as well. To develop any front end of a software, we already have studied basics of Oracle user defined function, and today we'll give much focus on Oracle stored procedures and advanced level of functions. Stored procedures with Pl Sql. We have to create functions and store procedures under a Pl Sql block. It allows fast and safe sophisticated data processing. It has a superclass environment to build complex logic and modular programming. It is easy to reuse over and over. Most importantly, stored procedures, functions, and triggers work faster on weak network. Network traffic cannot break its performance because it's truly server-side scripting. We covered trigger in our previous lessons. Uh, Finally, we can say that stored procedures is combined of set of actions. It performs after calling from any other block. There are two parts in stored procedures. First one is procedure specification, which is sometimes called header. Second part is procedure body, where PL/SQL code take place. One sentence of procedure is clearly stated here. We can find one difference easily that procedure cannot return any value as like function. We studied function in our previous semester also in C or C++ programming, even in Java programming. There we saw that function has some prototype which is useful to return a value to the caller, and function has parameter. So using the parameter, function can take input from outside of the function body. Same things is works here. We can write executable statement under begin block and exception block easily. Here in the slide, we can see that there is a exception block in the bottom of the Pl Sql block. We can use many parameters in procedure as user-defined function, as like user-defined function. However, you have to remember that procedure has two parts. First part is header and second part is body. Sometimes we use replace keyword, which we used before in trigger. That is optional. If you look at this source code, you can find a simple Pl Sql block which displays a greeting message to console using Pl Sql block. Here, hello is the name of the procedure, and DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line is a built-in function, or we can say that it is a command to display in the console. Now, the important issue is how we will call procedure from console or from any other application. We can use execute command to solve this issue. Execute is a command by which we can call the procedure from console from Oracle console. Set server output on. Set server output on is a command to display the console. You have to do it once after opening the SQL Plus console window. Here, execute is a command, and procedure name is the real name of the procedure. You have to write the name of the procedure. And the way of writing set server output on is like that: set server output on. size 4000 is optional. And there is there is another way to execute procedure from Pl Sql block. You have to write, or you have to create a begin block. Just write begin, then name of the procedure. After that, in the begin block, and after compile, you'll uh, you'll get the output from the procedure. Procedure can take input from user also, Pl Sql block, and from another application. Pl Sql block is a suitable way to use the procedure. If procedure if procedure take input through parameter is called arguments. It is called input to the procedures. Data type is compulsory to give input and take output from procedures. Here we can see a simple procedures again with the examples of in and out parameters. In is indicating input to the procedures and out is indicating output from procedures. Increase percent, sal, and tax is a variable in this example. Increase salary, fine tax. It is the name of the procedure. Increase percent here, increase percent is a variable, sal is a variable, and tax also a variable. The mode of increase percent variable is in. Sal is in or out, and tax is for out purpose. Here, increase percent variable has a default value 7. This is the style to give the default value to any variable. But out means the procedure can use the parameter to send a value back to what called it. You should remember it. We can see another example which illustrates a procedure with arguments. Here, increase is the name of the procedure. Whole price and percentage is a variable by default is a in type arguments. Whole price and percentage by default is a in type argument. Nothing is mentioned means this is in type. New price is old type variable. New price is old type variables. We can see clearly that the procedure is calculating new price. The procedure is calculating new price. New price is to equal to old price plus old price into percent. If the value of percent is 5, that means 5%. So new price will be incremented to the 5% of the old price. Here, create or replace procedure is a command. Increase is the name of the procedure. The first bracket open and first bracket close. This is the place of arguments. All arguments are separated by a comma. Okay, these are the data type of each argument. Is a default command. We should write it every time. Begin and in. This is the SQL block. You can write any statement, any queries here. Okay, we'll execute it later. Now we'll see how to call procedure from Pl Sql block. We created a procedure before a few times. This is our procedure. Okay, we created this procedure. See, this is our procedure. This is our procedure. Okay, this procedure will calculate a new price. Okay, now we'll see how to call procedures from Pl Sql Block. Here we declare two variables. First one is price increase and second one is new price. Okay, this is the local variable of this Pl Sql block. Actually, we are trying to call our created procedure from a Pl Sql block. Price increase variable has a default value that is 20. That is 20. And another one has a default value that is 0. See, this is 0. Inside the beginning block, so begin and end. Inside this beginning block, this block, we have called increase procedure. We called here. Increase procedure is called here. Okay, which we created before. While calling, I just given two variables or given two values as an argument to the procedure. It means that I have given two inputs to the procedure. By default, increase procedure will receive it under in section of procedures header. Okay, we can revisit our created procedure. This is our in section, whole price and percent. These two are in section. Okay. If I repeat, while creating or while calling, I have just given two values as an argument. Price increase and new price. It means that I have given two inputs to the procedure. By default, increase procedure will receive it under in section of the procedures header. I think it is clear now. And we expect that this procedure will return 21 in console window. Now, have a look at the SQL Plus window. I'm doing it practically. You can find SQL Plus window from Start menu under the Oracle section. I have installed Oracle 18C Express Edition. So here you can find SQL Plus. Okay. After clicking the SQL Plus, you will get this console window. Here I am writing my username, system, and password. According to our today's lesson plan, I'll write a Pl Sql code to create a procedure. Today, we studied how to create a procedure. The first example was hello procedure. Now I'm writing the create command to create hello procedure. The command is create or replace procedure. Okay, create or replace procedure. This is the command, default command. After that, you should write the name of the procedure, hello. According to our today's study material, the name of the procedure was hello. So I'm writing hello for your home study. It will be easy for you. The default syntax is, you have to write is command. Is. After that, you can declare variable for the demand of this procedure. So I want to display a greetings message to the user. Or I can say that I want to display a greetings message to the console window. This was the console window. So I should declare a variable now. Greetings is a variable. Varchar2 is a data type. We know that already. So I think that the maximum length of this greeting message will be 30. If you need more space, you can allocate that space here. There is an error, okay? After I press enter button, it displays an error, missing or invalid option. It is very good things to learn from the error message, okay? See at the line number 1, create or replace procedure, okay? A spelling mistake. So I'm writing again, you should not do any spelling mistake here for the built-in command. You can make mistake in procedure name, or you can make a spelling mistake in variable name, but in command, you should not do any kind of spelling mistake. Create or replace procedure hello is also a command, okay? Now I'm declaring a variable greetings. So the greetings is the variable name. Here you should not worry about the spelling mistake. Varchar2 of 30. This time there is no error. So let us write begin. So begin started here. In begin, I want to assign a value to the greetings variable, okay? Now I'm assigning a value to the greetings variable. So I should write the name of the variable greetings. In Oracle Pl Sql, the historical to is the assignment operator. Assignment operator. In other programming languages like C or C++, equal to is the assignment operator. But here, is2 equal to is the assignment operator. If we want to assign some value to a variable, we should write is2 equal to. To write string or to display the string, we should write values inside the single quote. Hello world. Okay. It's enclosed by a single quote. In C or C++, we enclosed it by a double quote, but here the string is enclosed by a single quote, okay? Semicolon. Now, if someone call this procedure, this procedure will display the greetings message to the console window. For that case, I should write RDBMS underscore put output dot put underscore line. This is a command to display to the console. In C, we wrote printf, and in C++, we wrote it as cout. But in PLSQL, we need not specify the data type, or we need not uh, use any kind of symbol. Just you can write directly your variable names. Greetings. Greetings is our variable name. So I'm writing directly the greetings. So the value of greetings will be displayed. Begin, end. So this DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line command will display the hello world message to the console window. So if I write backslash now, this hello procedure will create and it will be stored in the computer Oracle server. Okay, procedure created. Now the output is depend on calling option. If I call the procedure, this procedure will display the output. So in slide number 7, in our study material, we learned how to call the procedure. There is a two kind of process. One is called by execute. Execute command is suitable for non-argument based procedure. For example, if you write execute, after that I should write hello. So procedure successfully completed, but there is no output. That means I did a mistake. That is, I have to write set server output on. I have to write set server output on size 4,000. Okay. Set server output on is a command to display the console. You have to do it once after opening the SQL Plus console window. That means only one time. So now SQL Plus window is open, so you need not write again. Now I'm writing execute command, execute hello. Hello is the name of the procedure. You can see the output here, hello world. Pl Sql procedure successfully completed, and you can see output here. So this is a very simple method to call the procedure. Another way is that you have to declare create a begin block. Okay, begin hello is the name of the procedure, and end. After that you have to put backslash and enter. So this is the output, hello world. Pl Sql block successfully completed. This is very simple procedure, and this procedure can display the output, can send the output to the table, can display the output to the console, or can provide the output to any variable. But this procedure is a non-argument based procedure. That means this procedure is not taking input from the outside. Now, according to our lesson plan, from the slide number 9, we'll create a argument based procedure. Okay. Let us write the source code. Create or replace procedure. Create or replace procedure. Increase. According to our slide, the name of the procedure was increase. Increase. Okay. Now I'm giving the opening bracket of the argument block. After write the name of the procedure, first bracket, inside the first bracket, opening and closing parenthesis, we can assign the arguments. We can assign the many arguments, 0 to many argument. So for our practice, we'll use 3 argument here. First one is whole price, and second variable is percent. Okay, whole price, data type is number, percent, data type is number. But I want to assign a default value here, so I'll write is to equal to 5. That means percentage variable is a number type and the default value is 5. Okay, whole price is a number type variable and there is no default value. I didn't mention any mode here. Mode means in or out mode. Nothing is mentioned here. That means by default it is in mode. Now I'm writing another variable, that is new price, under out mode and number data type. New price, the mode of the variable is out, data type is number. Okay, this is the writing style. It's a variable name, after that mode, and after that data type. Okay, for our practice, this 3 variable is enough. Each variable is separated by a comma, so we can say that there is 3 argument. There is a 2 type of argument. One type is int type. First two variable is indicating that this is int type argument, and last variable is indicating that it is out type argument. Okay, now is a command, default command, we should write it is. After that is, if you need any kind of variable, you can declare it, otherwise you can start the begin block. So I'm starting my begin block because my job is very simple. I want to increase the whole price up to 5%. Okay, so begin. So I can write the code now. New price equal to 5% of whole price. Okay. So I can write new price is to equal to assignment operator. New price will be whole price plus whole price into percent. We can write 5% in this way, percent by 100, because the default value of percent is 5. So it's indicating that it is a 5%. Okay, this is multiplication operator. So the new price will be 5% more than old price. Semicolon, end of the line, end of the begin block. Now I want to create this increase procedure finally. So I should put backslash and enter. So procedure created. So now my challenge is I have to call the procedure. I have to call the procedure. To call the procedure, I can use execute command or I can use Pl Sql Block. But the type of the given procedure is argument based. So in that case, you must write Pl Sql block to send output, to send some values to the increase procedure. So all price, there is no default values. So you should send it from a Pl Sql block. You should send a Pl Sql block the value of all price, and increase procedure will receive it because uh, there is a in mode or in type variable under the argument, or we can say that under the heading section, header section. Actually, this is the header section. Okay, this line number 2 is truly is the header section of the procedure. Now I'm writing another procedure. Sorry, I'm writing a Pl Sql block. So declare in general, declare section is useful to declare a variable. So if I need any kind of variable, or if I want to assign some values to a variable, declare section is much suitable. So according to our algorithm and according to our work pattern, or according to today's lecture, I have created an increase procedure, but the pattern of the increase procedure needs two values. First one is all price and second one is percent. But percent has a default value, but all price doesn't have a default values. So I need to assign values to the all price by taking input from the user, or I can assign directly. Okay. So for that reason, I'm declaring a variable. Okay, that variable may be price increase, price underscore increase. I should mention the data type. According to pattern of this calculation, it will generate a floating number. That's why I'm using floating point here. Price increase, this is a variable. I will use this variable to send value to the procedure. And another variable is important, that is new price. New price I'll receive from procedure. I will receive from procedure using new p variable. Okay, it should be number 6 2, because if I use or if I put any odd values, surely it will provide floating number. Okay, now begin block started. So I can design, or I can create some caption here, DBMS, or it is called output formatting, DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line. So I should write here current price. We already studied that you can write anything under the single quote that will be treated as a string. Current price. I have to use a concatenation operator because I want to display a number type variable or number type value to the console with a string value. So concatenation operator will concate both the side. Look at here, the left side contains a string value and the right side will contain a number type value. So the default price increase, the default value of the price increase variable will be displayed here. So what is the default value? Default value is we I didn't give any default value here. Okay, so it will not display any default values. So okay, it's my mistake. I will give the default values after altering this command. Okay, now I'm creating a Pl Sql block to call the created procedure. The name of the procedure is increase. So I should write declare according to our procedure pattern. I need two variable. So first variable is price increase. Price increase. The data type is number. So I'm assigning a default value 20. After that, I need another variable that is new p, or I can say that new price. It's a number data type. So I'm assigning floating number because if I give odd values to the procedure, it will return floating number is to equal to 0. Okay, so my target is price increase variable will have the default value is 20. So I'll provide a input to the increase procedure using a price increase variable. Okay, and I'll receive the developed price, or I'll receive the incremented price using the new p variable. Okay, so this price increase variable will be focused on in section, and new p variable will be focused on out section. So I should write begin here DBMS underscore output dot put underscore line. Now I'm trying to create a display message, or we can say that it is a caption. Current price. Current price. Already we know that we can write anything under the single quotation. So single quotation and single quotation int. So enclosed by a single quotation, we can write any string in Pl Sql. Okay, now I want to display the current price. That means default price, that is 20. So I should write concatenation operator. In C or C++, if we want to display a integer number or floating number or a character or a string, so I should specify the type. For example, percentage %d representing the integer number, percentage %f is representing the float number, but here you need not do it. So concatenation operator is simply join the two part of the input output. First part is current price, it is a string, and second part will be price increase. That means default value. You should remember it. Price increase is a local variable. That means I declared price increase in line 2. Price increase. The default value is 20. So it will display current price 20. Okay, and it will be used for the increase procedure as the input. So now I like to call increase procedure here. Increase. This is my name of the procedure. Okay. Now from our previous code, we can see that there is a two variable for in mode. Nothing is mentioned, means it is a in mode, or I can mention in. In is by default. Okay. So percent is also a in mode. Percent variable is also under in mode, but there is a default value. So I need not do anything for percent, but all price is a number type variable and there is no default value. So I should send some value to the whole price and it is input for the procedure. So I'm giving a input increase. So I can give input in two ways, by sequentially or by name. So name of the variable is all price. All price. Let me check. Look at here. Name of the variable is all price. Okay, in line 2. So name of the variable all price. It will take input from price increase variable. You have to use this arrow sign to get value from price increase variable. Okay. So if I put here a comma, then it will move for the another argument. So now I'm writing by name. That's why I need not maintain any kind of sequence. So I can write now directly new price, new price, new price. Please see here, new price is a variable and the mode of the new price variable is out. So if I write new price variable, so it will be treated to display output to the console or take output from the procedure. Okay, then I should write new price. Then I have to assign a variable to take input using the arrow sign. Okay, this sign is default. So new p is a local variable, so it will receive from new price variable, or I can say that from the out section of our created procedure. So bracket close, semicolon, end of the line, enter. Now our major job is over. Now let me do some formatting. RDBMS underscore output dot put underscore line price after increase new p. Okay. Okay, because new p will receive the developed price from created procedure. End of the begin block. Now I need to write backslash, and if I press enter, this Pl Sql block will be compiled. So I press enter. The default message displays here, Pl Sql procedure successfully completed. Okay, see here, the current price is 20. So this 20 is this 20 default price, and the price after increase 21. Okay, so from here we can understand easily that how to create procedure, how to call procedure, how to create argument based procedure, and how to give input to the procedure, how to get output from the procedure, how to call procedure from a Pl Sql block. Now I'll get back to the slide. From this figure, we can clearly see that there is a procedure header section, procedure, file name is a name section. Under the name section, there is a in section and out section. So when we'll execute a trigger, if we didn't mention any name, if we didn't mention any variable name, or if we didn't mention any column name, then the value will receive, execute command will receive value sequentially. Okay, function, will not study function today. In the next class, we'll do some practice on function and procedures together. Thank you for your patience. Now we'll move to our lab class after question and answer session and break. Thank you.